Very weird.
T3 Media.
Through the media.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for watching, and welcome to this week's edition of We Got Your Mail. I'm Amy Newman. As you may have noticed from some of our other shows this week, things are looking a little different. Chris is just dealing with some technical difficulties when we sat down to record this stuff. So, filling in as pinch hitter, is that a sport?
That's perfect.
Okay.
That is a perfect analogy.
Knocked it out of the park. Thank you, baby. Our pinch hitter, the lovely and beautiful, unbiased Eric Danes is joining us. Thank you for being here, Eric.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I'm really excited.
We're just going to read some fan mail. As always, if you want to get a hold of us, just put it in the box. Drop it in the comments below on any of our videos. We do keep an eye on all that. You can reach out to us on any of our social media. Instagram, I forgot, Twitter,
Facebook,
help me, TikTok,
YouTube.
I'm old. Yeah, feel free to reach out to us or through our website. We look at all of it, so all good options, and we pick the best and the brightest and the most entertaining and the ones we want to talk about the most. And we curate those, and we make a little comment stew, and we serve that up for you every single week.
Perfect for the weather getting colder.
Nutritious and delicious. All right, our first comment. Chris Davies asks, have you reacted to George Carlin, Religion is BS? You know what? Carlin is really high on my list because I really like him. And I am not I'm not intimately familiar with all of his stuff, so I feel like there's a lot of good stuff there, and I feel like sort of a natural. I know the Bill Burr ones have been popular, and I've enjoyed digging into his stuff, and that feels like sort of the spiritual predecessor in a lot of ways. So thank you for the suggestion, Chris. I don't think I have seen that one, and I am planning on getting some more reaction videos knocked out very shortly. So keep your eyes peeled for some George Carlin. Thank you for the recommendation. Jason, in response to, I'm going to go ahead and assume this is talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard and the whole abuse allegations going both directions. Johnny Depp getting fired, people wanting Amber Heard fired from the Aquaman movie, which has not happened. Jason says, nothing. Whatever happens to her, she will still have a job while destroying someone's life. If she was a dude, it would be different. I mean, I think we're kind of seeing that. There is a definite issue here where, and I know so many, and I feel like I've talked about it a lot on this channel. I'd be curious to hear kind of where you stand on this, because I know so many people who are Team Johnny Depp, and I'm not standing there either. I'm saying I think both people have some proof and some allegations, and male, female, I truly do not care. Like, we need to investigate those allegations and treat them seriously. And I do see where you're coming from, Jason, of like, nothing's really happening to her. And it does feel like it is one of those unfortunate instances of people do not take abuse allegations as seriously when it's the woman abusing the man, which is unacceptable.
Yeah, no, we are seeing a fair bit of sexism, and that's about as much as I can say, because for the next part, nobody asked me, and I also don't have any great ideas. Yeah, where do you go with that? Do you yank them both off the creative projects they're on? Because they are different, contracts.
But they're both Warner Brothers, is a lot of the issue.
Yeah.
And they actually just announced recently, at least as of when we were filming this, it was breaking news that Mads Mikkelsen is going to be taking over for Johnny Depp in the role he was asked to step down from. So the fact that Warner Brothers is being so inconsistent, I feel like really highlights sort of how insane this all is. Yeah. Zoonix says, and I'm assuming this is in response to one of the Bill Burr reactions, Or just chatting, I don't know. Zoonix says, in every relationship I had, my girlfriends never could hold a conversation about something she wanted from me. Always manipulating or fighting. I'm really losing faith in finding someone decent. I get that. Not about you! Buddy, I hear you. No, just in how hard it can be to find someone who really does want to communicate and put in that legwork.
Mm-hmm.
That is huge. And I think it is part of why, why Bill Burr's humor rings so true is a lot of people do struggle with that and struggle with, the bad communication and the,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, communication is key.
Yeah. No, and if someone's not willing to do that, I know you're saying you're losing faith, and I don't know you personally, but all I can speak to is that is not a loss if someone is not willing to, have a conversation, be open with you, talk about what they want, talk about what they need. If they are manipulating you, if they are fighting with you, and there's no effort or no real desire being put in to fix that. If you can't sit down with someone and go, hey, this behavior's not working, and have a heart-to-heart about that, I know it can be disheartening to feel like that person's not out there, but being with the wrong person is not a step up. And I respect that it sounds like those are all past tense relationships, and it sounds like you are on the right path to opening yourself up to someone who is interested in building the same kind of relationship you want. So don't lose hope. That person is probably out there.
When you find the right person, all of the wrong from before seems to just kind of wash away.
Yeah.
So hang in there, bud.
Yeah. Delcio Cena, discussing the T'Challa recast, says, and I'm so sorry if I say this actor's name wrong, Wiseman Mncube is the perfect actor to replace our beloved Chadwick. Just watch a fan art. I am not familiar with this actor. I looked him up, but he doesn't seem to have like a ton of things I've heard of, really. But honestly, I was talking to Chris about this the other day. I would be really, because I know people are talking about like, well, could we get Michael B. Jordan back in and like do something with working Killmonger around?
Right.
Could we do Shuri takes over, which I do kind of like as an option. But ultimately, I think what they might go for, and what I kind of am hoping they go for, is really just finding someone, maybe not a complete unknown, but like someone a little bit who hasn't had that huge breakthrough yet, and really do put in the legwork to find the person who can carry on the legacy and make this character, carry that torch, carry that legacy, and give someone else the opportunity, and really just let the second sort of iteration of that story shine.
Yeah.
But I don't know, you I think are more of a comic book person than I am. Do you have thoughts?
Yeah, and it's funny because I see a very creative issue here and a very personal issue here. And the creative issue is that, yeah, this story has, been in comics for a long time. He's always been a key player, and to finally get that on screen and to get something that was well done and really spoke to a lot of people and just felt so fresh was so important, and it does carry a legacy. And you do owe it to continue that story in some type of way. The hang up I have, and the answer I don't have, is I did not realize how stand-up of a person Chadwick Boseman was. And when you hear all the stories, all the collaboration he did, and just absolutely being, one of those people where it's like, oh, you're a superhero.
You were a superhero. Yeah.
You're a superhero. That is a hard thing to say. We're gonna do that with somebody else.
Right.
So I agree with you totally. Maybe somebody fresher, but it's gonna have to be, somebody with giant feet to fill those giant shoes. Mm-hmm. And I definitely think it can be done.
Yeah.
I'm curious how they're gonna handle that delicately, because I still don't think we're past the loss of that yet.
No.
Because it did happen in this year where we're, taking a bit of time, and there wasn't quite a quick turnaround. We're waiting for the next iteration.
I feel like we're hitting the point, though, just from a production standpoint, where decisions are going to have to start getting made. But, I mean, I'm sure there's also that element of, like, someone's already making these decisions. Yes. People are already, in the rooms discussing and probably looking at options and looking at actors and weighing what the best way to do that is. And I know that is not a decision they will take lightly.
No. They understand the legacy and the weight that they have to continue, essentially.
And cynically, how much financially there is to lose if they screw this up, how much people could turn on one of their biggest, most beloved franchises. And I trust that they will make an emotionally smart choice. I also trust that they will make a smart choice to save their own bacon. But interesting. I'm always interested when people have casting choices to throw out there. Because it is maybe.
Yeah, I could totally see that being recast with either somebody we don't know or somebody where we do know and you do the comparative, but then, the movie comes out and lo and behold, it's like, okay, that's our next Black Panther.
We gotta give whoever it is a chance, I think is my other thing of like, there will be whatever decision they make, somebody's not going to be happy. And I think at the very least, we owe them to just go, okay, you made that decision for some reason. Let's at least watch the movie and see how it goes. In response to a Bill Burr reaction, Steve Aguinaga says, cover your ears, my dear. He says, yep, you sure is purdy. Thank you.
I'm just going to read the comment. I'll kill you.
No, thank you very much. That's a very funny way to say that.
And she is purdy.
I got a gentleman collar. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. And finally, Herman O, also in response to a Bill Burr reaction, says, great video. I've seen so many Bill Burr's reactions, so I was wondering, I don't remember any reaction where Bill Burr is a host for the Conan O'Brien show. I'd recommend the one about Oprah for starters. Thank you. Thanks for watching. And I don't think I've seen any of that, so I will look into that. I feel like some of these requests I get, it's like noted, and if I don't get to it as a reaction, that just sounds funny, and I want to check that out. So thank you again. Diving into the world of sort of comedy generally can be very intimidating. So I always appreciate, and Chris always appreciates, when you guys are giving us somewhere to start looking, because it's also hard to vet videos for reactions. So thank you, everybody who wrote in comments. Let us know what you were thinking. Like I said earlier, just drop it in the box if you got something to say, and maybe you will end up on next week's We Got Your Mail. If you liked what you saw and you want to support the channel, you can become a subscriber, become a member here on YouTube or a Patreon sponsor. We do have exclusive content, and we super appreciate any support and love we get in that way. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to follow us, Eric, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Viva Ladains. That is VivaLadains.
And I'm Amy Newman. I'm on Instagram at amy.n.newman and on Twitter at amy_n_Newman. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's We Got Your Mail. Take care. Stay safe. We love you. Yes, you.
We?
Specifically. If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or We Got Your Mail.